But I guarantee these cars, these guys, drivers, are going to be very, very hard to beat. So what does this lap time do for us? 7.5. It's quite slow. I think that's about last so far. So let's actually try and... Oh, we've lost it. What's up guys, Hobo88 here, and today I'm posing the question, what if? And the question is, what if Oran Park still existed and was on the current day Supercars calendar? We are fortunate enough in iRacing to have this track preserved forever for us to race around on the sim, so we can actually demonstrate what that would be like if we did still race there in the current cars. So I've got a full grid of AI cars, the 2024 Supercars Championship Series drivers and teams all ready to go. We're going to go ahead and see whether or not we can beat them here in a race at Oran Park. But briefly, for those who don't know, this is a track located in Sydney, Australia, which no longer exists. It is now a housing development. It was officially closed down in 2010, but the last time that Supercars raced here was for the championship finale in 2008. So it's been a long time since Supercars last raced here on the circuit, and I think it would be fitting and cool to go back out here now and see what it would be like if the Supercars still raced there today. So without any further ado, I'm going to go out, we're going to do qualifying and see whether or not we can get this car anywhere near the front of the grid, see how we go from there. Alright guys, quickly before we hit the track, I'm just going to show you the car that I'm going to be driving in this video. You can see it on screen. That's right, a Ford Mustang, guys. A Ford Mustang Gen 3 Supercar. That's what I'm going to be racing in today's video, and you might be wondering why. Well, the answer is pretty simple. In 2008, the year that this track was last raced in the Supercars series, Jamie Whincup in a Vodafone 888 Ford won the championship. And that is a replica that I'm going to be driving here today in this video. I feel like that's fitting. 2008, the last round of that championship. The championship went to Jamie Whincup. That race, that weekend, the format was a 3-race format. Garth Tander took pole position. Jamie Whincup won the first of the 3 races. Garth Tander won the second race. And Rick Kelly won the last ever race for Supercars at Oran Park. But I still think it feels fitting to me that we use this particular car, Jamie Whincup, and get out and run this car for this race. See how we go. See whether or not we can beat all the current Supercars drivers on the grid in this one. Alright, you guys, here we go. Qualifying. We've got a 10-minute session, so not very long. It is a very short lap, so should be able to get quite a few laps in here.
Really good job, bud. We're just a handful of laps away for a 5-year entrance.
So let's talk a little bit about the setup here for this one for you guys. So for those who don't know, you can do AI racing on iRacing in most of the cars these days, and the Supercars is included in that. And like the AI is just so good. They're really, really good. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description below to the like the driver list, or the roster. The driver roster on trading paints for this that I've got loaded in here that includes all of the Supercars drivers, so you don't have to make a custom grid of AI drivers with all their names and stuff like that. You can just load in a list that's already been made on trading paints. So I'll include a link in the description below to that for you guys if you're interested. But obviously the big shout out needs to go to probably Isaac Edwards, who's largely responsible for creating all of the liveries of all the cars that are on trading paints. I know he was hanging around in my community Discord after the cars were released. It took him nearly 2 weeks, I think, or thereabouts, but he got through and made a livery for every driver from the 2024 championship season, and that's what's being used here for this. So huge shout out to him, big effort, very impressive, and the cars look great. But the roster, in addition to having all of the correct drivers, also includes rankings for the drivers. So the drivers who you would expect to be at the front and the fastest should be. We'll see whether or not it works out that way here at the end of this session, I guess, but that's the way it's supposed to work. In addition to that, though, I've also set the AI strength myself as a base for it. And I've set that to maximum. 120, 125%, I forget what it is, whatever the hardest is. But I guarantee these cars, these guys, drivers, are going to be very, very hard to beat. So what does this lap time do for us? 7.5. It's quite slow. I think that's about last so far. So let's actually try and... Oh, we've lost it.
Left side. Clear, 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 clear.
We'll see if we can improve that. I think we're going to have to go down into the mid-sixes to be competitive against these guys, but we'll see. At the minute, we're only done a mid-7. This is a short lap. You should get a couple of laps out of the tyres, I think. I mean, I've only done a handful of laps, so I'm not really up to speed.
9.095. Get a pinion 2.
Oh, and off track. That won't count. Alright, well, we'll come in and pit. We'll get some fresh tyres and we'll go back out again. Oh, I had my limiter turned off. Didn't get caught speeding somehow.
Some of these guys are going to start to pit, so let's be aware.
It's always a tricky pit exit here with cars on hot laps, so managed to get out on track, that's good. Cold tyres are going to make it tricky to not hold them up. Oh, we got the dirt. Alright, we're just going to abandon out here to the side, let these guys go.
Clear.
Try and find a gap. Nice little bit of garbage on the track there now, that's good. Oh! We put Andre off, he ran wide. We are now stone cold motherless last. P25, so we've got to go quicker. Oh, not very good, is it? We might be starting at the back.
7.12.
And moved us up 2 spots.
Right side. Clear him.
We're running out of time, guys.
Go like hell for a couple, bud. Go like hell. Second flag.
P12 right at the end there. Ooh. Like I said, AI is set to be very, very difficult. P12 at the minute. I don't know if anyone else will improve there at the end, but possibly. Jackson balked me there on one of those laps. Alright, so we'll come back in a minute and we'll get stuck into the race. Alright, here you go, guys.
Range close.
We qualified P12.
You're on a dry tire.
Chaz Mostert got the pole. Brock Feeney's the outlier here, the one who's right at the back of the pack in P23. But otherwise, I mean, the grid's what it is. It's fairly accurate. We've got a couple of wildcards there that aren't racing. I mean, we'll see how we go. We've got a 23-lap race. You might be wondering why 23 laps. Well, in 2008, Jamie Whincup won race number 1, and that race was 46 laps. So I've just gone 50% race distance. That's long enough for this video, I think. 23 laps. So weather is on the way. You heard the spotter. Rain is coming. We're on a dry tyre. Let's quickly set that to be wet. We don't need fuel. It's just a sprint race. But we might need to come in and change the tyres depending on whether or not the rain comes in time. We'll see what happens. But fingers crossed we can get a decent result. If it does rain, hopefully we don't suck too much.
Green flag.
A reasonable launch.
One on the right side. Still there.
Oh, we got one around.
Still
Two
there.
around in front of us. Another one. We just made contact there.
In and out.
I think that was Will. Sorry, Will.
Still there.
So I posed the question at the top of the video, what would it be like if Oran Park was still on the calendar?
Still there.
Chaos is the answer. Bit of damage on the back of Andre's car. But I think we're mostly okay. A little bit, just the tiniest little bit of contact there with Will.
Great job, man. One at a time.
Ooh. Wow, big moment right there. Such a busy track, it's so short. But if you're an Australian, particularly one that's old enough to remember racing around this track, you'll know that it's iconic. Oh, we got some raindrops on the window. That's come very early in the race. We're only on lap 2.
6, 2, 6.
Everyone's starting on dry tyres. It's not raining on this side, although now it's starting to. Boy, oh boy, how long until we're going to have to put wets on? Might be an early pit stop. That's come a bit earlier than I was expecting, that weather. See how long... Oh, there, we've got spray, guys. It is meant to get heavier. It wasn't meant to be here this early. I'm just being a bit nervous. How long can we press on dries? Everyone stays out this lap.
7.888. P2 is the fastest car on the tractor. 6.8.
Seems like grip's still okay at the minute, but once you start seeing spray off the tyres, AI's not scared. They got plenty of confidence in the greasy conditions. I haven't done hardly any racing in the wet, so I'm being very, very nervous here. It feels like it's getting slippery. Oh, yeah, there's no grip there. Oh, we're pitting in.
Left side clear.
No one else has. Have I made the wrong call? I had no grip on the final corner right there. Boy, oh boy, we'll see what happens. That's gotten exciting very quickly.
Here we come, fellas. 10 away.
Let's see what happens.
The session has been declared wet.
Session's declared wet, so it is getting wet.
Turn in, not too tight.
Are they all going to
Maybe got
pit,
me.
or are they just going to stay out on dries? I don't know what's going to happen.
Go, man, go. Hard. Go.
And I was trying not to stall it by leaving the revs up and then nearly stalled it anyway. One of the funny things about this track being so short, made a pit stop, we're nearly a lap down already. Okay, not much grip on a cold wet. We also don't have a wet setup on the car. Maybe I should have thought about that. Cars are pitting now, you can see them. Oh! How are they staying out? That little bit of heat left in their dryers. A cold wet is not a fun experience, you guys.
They're pitting in front of you.
Maybe we would have been better off staying out for a bit longer. Are we going to get jumped by a whole heap of them? I think we might.
6, 7.
Oh wow, they've got grip straight away. So we're going to take a pretty big
On pit road.
loss there, I think. Because that was a supremely slow out lap by me.
8.171.
Now that I've got a little bit of heat in the tyres, it's starting to feel better, but... Are those cars all cars that are pitted? They have! Oh my god, we lost heaps of track position.
Right side. Still there, man. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. All clear.
Alright, well, we're going to have our work cut out for us now. Very dark as well, late afternoon. So we're way back
1, 2.
to P19. Sun's poking through, so it doesn't look like it's going to stick around for too long. It is only a short race though. Feels very fitting as well, guys, this video, because the track was opened in 1962. I think I got that right. But the first... It wasn't Supercars back in the day, but the first Australian Touring Car Championship round, which was in 1971, featured a couple of pretty famous names. Alan Moffat, Bob Jane. Alan Moffat, Ford Mustang. Bob Jane, Chevrolet Camaro. So it's gone full circle in some ways. It's just such a shame that this track doesn't still exist. I used to always enjoy watching the racing here, and you can see just how action-packed it can be around here.
Right side. On your clear, clear. Left side.
Oh, rude. A rude pass, that one. Oh. Sorry, Thomas. Got to compliment iRacing on how good they've done with the AI first and foremost, because how good is it to have, like, this is, I am not just driving around here, I'm trying. I'm getting smoked by these guys. Also on the rain, rain's so good. LeBrock back in the pits. It's interesting. Oh! Big puddles forming in some spots. Just drove through one there. That is so slippery getting out of there.
Leaders are running 14.694. Right side. Still there. Still on the right side. 15.049. Still on the right side. Still there. Clear.
That was super dicey. Picking him off very slowly. Still got raindrops on the shield, but it's not feeling all that heavy. Sun is still out in the distance. We're going to start to get a dry line forming at some point or not.
Rain is going to get heavier.
No, apparently it's going to get heavier.
.767.
Driving around in the wet line. Not really making much ground on the cars ahead. We are pulling away from the ones behind. These puddles are starting to get bigger. Cars in front are actually pulling away a little bit.
394.
Oh. Alright, that's as close to crashing as you want to get. Run out of laps.
014.
Probably should have used fourth gear there. Slowly getting back up to this group now.
15.496.
Oh! Puddles are certainly extending over on the track more. Pretty bad lap, that one.
Fast guys are running 15.125.
15.1, so we're a few tenths away from that.
15.594.
Oh, couldn't stop. Oh, oh, oh. There's a real traffic jam just up here. I'd love to get involved in it.
15.406.
It's that corner and that part of the track that's really hurting me, but I'm really good over the dog leg and into the final corner, so...
Fifteen point four six eight.
Oh! That was close. Just got a puddle with the right hand side wheels and
Two to go. White flag coming.
Oh, one more lap.
.739.
Just we're never able to catch them, were we? Well, there you go, guys. 23 laps of Oran Park and a Gen 3 Supercar. What do you think? Would you wish that Oran Park was still on the schedule? Just like I do. Do you think that this track would be conducive to good racing in the Supercars in this time? Or do you think it should be left where it is and on the sim only? I really like Oran Park. It's just nostalgic for me, but that was really good fun and a really interesting race with the weather and everything there too. I'm worn out, guys. Racing the AI is hard work. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Hobbo88, twitch.tv/Hobbo88. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching and we'll see you guys in the next one.